Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Monday, my first day off. Took Lexon to the Cairo. And now I'm in the garden. So let me show you what I got. Jesse did the first section. Check it out. It looked like a little yellow brick road. Yes. So now no grass will grow here, I hope. Then we're going to do the bed right here. And then we're going to do another layer of mulch on this side for the yellow brick road. So then right here, we're doing another set because we do have enough. We still got more, and I thought that was going to be all used up, and it's not. So we're going to do the driveway. I'm calling it the driveway. And then it's going to come from the double doors this way. All the way to the front of the shed. All full of mulch. So he's going to do that later on because the sun is beaming. Then I decided to come and pick up all my tomatoes because the chicken been eating my tomatoes. Check that one out. Torn into pieces. Why shouldn't I beat the crap out of them? I know you see it, but... And they also ate one of my butternut squash that were there. So I'm just going to collect the rest of the butternut squash that's over there because it's ready. They ate up the lemon cucumber that was under there, and I'm fine with that. So I'm just picking tomatoes as I see them even tinted. So there you go. That's so far. So let me keep collecting and I'll be right back. Alright guys, here is the end of the harvest. Got nice sized tomatoes because they're turning and I don't want the chickens to eat them. They're finally over there because Jesse put those wood chips that way, so I guess there's a lot of bugs over there because they just been entertaining themselves that way. Thank God. Because I think if they continue, I won't have a garden. But I do have to say the bug pressure has gotten way better since they've been in here, so I can't complain. Fine if they 1 tomato or 2 tomato or 3 tomato 4, but the bug pressure is way better than what it was. And once the coop gets here, actually the coop is movable, so I won't need to let them loose. I can just move the coop. The coop is supposed to be an easy move, so we shall see, because you know. But that is it for today. Jesse's gonna finish doing the shredding aisle stuff. I'm gonna come help him later and I'll show you the after. Oh, I put the pumpkins all up here. I'm hoping that the ones that actually cracked on the edge don't go bad. I'm gonna have to come and check on them every now and then. Because besides that one, I think it was this one, so let me put it forward. According to the research, you're supposed to leave the stem on them, but, you know, I was being one-handed, so I'm going to leave these in the front to make sure I can keep an eye on them. Because I don't want them to go bad. If they start going bad, I'm just going to can them and call it a day. So, just like I did the other ones. I have one more that was eaten halfway by the chicken, so I got to cut that one up. I'm going to put that one in the freezer because we're going to try to attempt a pumpkin pie, but with butternut. I hear is way better because the butternut is sweeter. So I'll freeze the other one. Hey guys, it is Tuesday. Wait, is today Tuesday? I don't even know what today is. I think it's Tuesday. And I have put my little bed together. Let me show you what I got. So Jesse came and put the mulch all the way down, and then I've been guiding the bed with the wood. I need one more piece, but at least that gives Jessie sort of like an idea. And then we're gonna permanently next year put the tomato plants in here. So that being said, I was gonna do more, but as you can hear, there's a storm coming, so I had to stop. Then when I was halfway inside the house, I totally forgot to let you know what I did today. I've been going around the garden to see what the chickens did. They have been scratching and doing their thing. They have gone to areas where I did not expected them to go, but apparently they found food. They're scavenging throughout the beds, as you can see. But out of every tomato they pick, I still got 10 more, so I'm alright. And they also scratched up where the bees were, the yellow jackets. So I haven't seen any movement, and I'm wondering if the chickens did it. Finally. See, now they're going back that way because I'm coming this way. But they did scratch up on everything. And since I put this bed in, they were not able to get on it. They get on top of it, but they don't get to scratch it off. I do see a few yellow tomatoes over here, and I'm going to grab them really quick because I did realize that if I don't grab them, the chickens will definitely eat them. So I'm going to grab these few tomatoes that I see around here, and then I'm going before the rain starts. You see, that was my big one. I can't be mad. I can't be mad because guess what? I got 2 more. So I'm going to grab the ones from here before they continue. I'm going to grab the one next to the eaten one. I'm going to grab the 2 over there. And I saw a yellow one over here somewhere, right there. So I'm going to grab those, and then I'm out for today. I also forgot to mention that I found me another mullein right between the bed. Do you see it right there? Alright guys, check it out. I will see you guys later, or maybe tomorrow. I would think tomorrow because the rain is coming. Alright guys, as soon as I see a tint on the tomatoes, I'm taking them because I realize that if I don't take them, the chickens are gonna eat it. So JJ just got here. Alright guys, if I don't see you today, tomorrow's another day. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Wednesday. At the moment we're inside because yesterday it was a horrible pour down. As you heard, the thunderstorm. After that, it was down from there. We didn't get to go outside, but I'm indoors right now letting it dry up a little bit with the sun, as you can see from the background. And we're peeling a pineapple. So guess what I'm gonna do? Pineapple vinegar. Let me turn you around. Alright, so I'm coring my pineapple. Split it into 4. I already started, then I remembered. And once I core it up, I am putting it in a quart jar. You see, ta-da! Alright, so the big peels. You see the big skin peels? I've been throwing them in here. Making a little squeeze through. Don't mind Jesse singing in the background. He trying to become famous. And then the core. The core is the main to put in there. So I believe all 4 pieces fit because I've done this before. And then we'll get to the next step once I fill my jar up. And I don't put any loose pieces because you don't want any pieces to float to the top. So these I'm giving to the chickens. I'm trying to do this one-handed. So here are the big pieces. And I'll just usually try to manipulate them in there. Especially the core. The core is what's important. Oh, come on. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Hold on. Let me see. Where can I put you? Hopefully you can see it. I'm sorry. Trying to squeeze it in there, people. The more the merrier. There we go. If I put it sideways, I could probably squeeze another skin of the pineapple. Yes. And I got one more left. I hope you guys can see that because, you know, I am multitasking here. Here we go. Now one piece broke, so I am not going to put it in there. And now I'm going to do the sugar water, which makes it into vinegar. So let me do that and I'll be right back. All right, hopefully my phone won't fall because I got it standing with a lid and the board that I was cutting it in. But to make vinegar, the concept is 1 cup water, 1 tablespoon of sugar. So I have filtration water. I hope you can hear me. I got filtration water. So it's 1 cup water. Let's make sure it's 1 cup. And then 1 tablespoon of white sugar. And of course I can't open. I understand. Nobody is here. All right. So 1 tablespoon of sugar to the 1 cup water. I need something to stir it with until it dissolves. I think my quart takes about maybe 2 cups. Depends on how much pineapple I put in it. It takes. And then you leave it in a dark place. I have those special lids for these jars. But if you don't, I'll show you. I use before I brought all the fancy tools. I used to use coffee filter with a rubber band. And you can do that. See it cleared out. Let's see. I want to say it's probably like about 2. Yep. So I need another cup of water. With the 1 tablespoon of sugar. I never done it with honey or any of that stuff. It's always been the sugar with the 1 cup water. And technically speaking, from my understanding that I've done pineapple. I've obviously apple cider with the apple. I've done pear. I've done orange peels. I've done lemon peels into vinegar. And they all have done vinegar. From the amount that I've done, I probably had maybe 1 or 2 that gave me some kind of mold. And I was not about to chance it. So I just threw it away. I was not about to, you know, kill my family or anything like that. Now, everything needs to be completely covered with the sugar water. I do see some sugar at the bottom of this, so I'm just going to stir it up a little bit more. I don't want to leave any sugar in my measuring cup. There you go. And the 2 cups literally covered the whole entire thing with the liquid and the water, you see? And then if I do have some floaties, I will take them out because they do get moldy. So now let me get the filter and I'll show you what I usually do. All right, let me do this with 1 hand. So they sell these little fancy silicone things that you can buy that has a hole in it and it burps itself, right? But this one is not for this. This is for wide mouth because I use those more. You also have the weight to push down so the stuff don't bubble up. And I've done the weight with a plastic bag and I stuck it in there. And then I covered it with the lid. And you can also use a coffee filter. That works fine. And I've also bought yarn. I think it's yarn. Nope. I don't know what it's called. I call it tela from Puerto Rican. And I brought like a whole piece of tela. And then this one is for a wide mouth, but I also have a small one for a regular mouth. And this is how I actually started before I brought the fancy stuff. And then you just cover it up basically with the lid. I can't do it with the one hand. And I have a bunch of these. And then what I've done is I've literally put those to wash once I'm done. Let me see if I can put you back where you were without, if I can use my hands. And all you do is twist it with the tela, or you can do it with the coffee filter. It twists as well. And then I have a bunch of these pieces hanging around. And then what I do is, obviously, hopefully I can do this with the one hand. I put it in a dark place where here is all my fermentations. And I put it back here on here. And then I let it sit there for, I don't know, 30 days or so. So here's my kombucha I did the other day. It's doing its thing in the dark. This is the one we just did. I have those 2 bottles back there of liquor. Those are vanilla. That's my Scobie Hotel. That's a vanilla already done. Here is the apple cider that's doing its thing. It's been there for a minute. And then I have that bottle full of apples. Well, that's the one I'm filling up right now. And then this one was full. And as you can see, it's halfway done. So that's why, since I got the pineapple, I might as well do pineapple if I can. So here is oils with calendula, oil with garlic, some hot peppers for Lexington. This one I think was garlic crunch. This is the one with the flowers in it. Yep. So here is my little fermentation experiment. And then I just close it up because it's dark. And I leave it alone. Then I put the pineapples in the freezer or in the refrigerator. This time I'll put them in the fridge because this was a very sweet pineapple. And Lexington will just take it and we eat it as we go. So now I'm going to go outside and pick some tomatoes. We're packing because we're getting ready to go out of the farm into somewhere. I'm not going to tell you where. It's a surprise. I will be recording certain clips because I am doing weekly vlogs. So I also did that today because we're leaving early tomorrow. And right now it's a good time to go harvest my tomato because Micah is sleeping. Look at him. So yesterday, it poured down raining, as you saw, the thunderstorm. Well, I didn't show you the thunderstorm, but it did start thundering on us. And my boots got wet, so I'm improvising to go collect tomatoes. Alright, let's go to the garden, check out the view. Alright, I do want to say, the chicken had done serious damage to the garden. But it's okay because the season is over. So I'm alright. It's alright. I still get tomatoes. Some of them are eaten by them, but I'm alright with it. So check it out. I don't know if I showed you guys our shed. Yay! Jessie built it. Thank you, Jessie, for building the shed. And Right now I have the pools that are supposed to be part of my strawberries. So we gotta make holes in them before we put them out for the strawberries. And I gotta wait till next year for when the strawberries actually bloom. I just harvested maybe last week all the herbs and check it out, they're back with a vengeance. But the chickens have done a number on things. So I'm just gonna go around and pick anything I can that turned yellow or is actually turning its color. So I don't want any of those little ones anymore, but there's nothing I can do about that. Because, oh, those are so hard to pick. These little tiny ones. And I know I'm gonna have like a smackola load. I almost said a bad word. And I know I shouldn't. Grow back. Because I've been stepping on them. I'm looking really for big tomatoes. I'm not caring about, so you see the chickens like scratched up all this stuff. But it's okay. It's alright, people. It's alright. We have plenty to share. But I can't do this with one hand, so I'm going to set you down somewhere so you guys can watch me, and then I'll just speed it up. So I'm going to stop it really quick and then be right back. Hey guys, as you saw me in some areas, I was able to pick a lot of tomatoes. Check them out. Some of them are green because the storm that came by yesterday really did a number on the plants on this trellis. So I just fixed them. I don't think you were able to see me, but I did fix them, and I picked whatever tomatoes fell, whether they were green, purple, or other, because I can turn them in my kitchen. So that being said, now we're going to go down the pepper alley. Hey guys, that's the pepper harvest. And listen, small peppers is better than no peppers. That's what I always say. Yesterday, I did see the chickens working by those peppers over there. We have been moving the fence a little bit in as we go, because eventually, I think today or tomorrow, we do get the real chicken coop that I'm going to keep for the chickens. And it's a movable coop. It has tires. So it's not going to be set in one place the whole time. But I do want to say that this won't be there starting probably when we come back for next week's vlog. Because Jesse's going to build the coop. He's going to finish all the mulching of the aisles, and by then this is going to be gone, this pile, and that's where their permanent cooping is going to be. But I'm not going to let them free range to where they're free ranging right now, because they do a lot of damage in the beds. So the only time I will let my chickens clearly free range everywhere is going to be like now, like towards the end of the season, basically. Because they can go everywhere and do what they're going to do. As you can see, they're already dying down my summer, fall, whatever it's called, cover cropping on these 3 beds. Because remember, it used to be really tall. It had a lot of bees, and now it's like flat. So they've been jumping in there and eating the stuff. And they have been going everywhere versus just staying over here. The other thing I want to show you is that the reason they jump in the beds is because there is slugs inside the bed. Let me show you one that I saw in here. So they do jump in the beds. I don't think they've seen this slug yet, but I did see a slug in here. So that's why they jump in the beds. They're eating the bugs. They're not eating, technically speaking, the stuff because they want to. They're eating the slug. So my guess is either the slug is on the stuff and then they eating it, or I mean, even if they do end up poking on the tomato or whatever, I'm fine with it. Like this one is already full of stuff in it, so they'll come back and eat up all the bugs, and I'm alright with that. So you see, they are killing the cover cropping. As you can see, this one is almost dying, and the one over here, like they've literally done a great job. I mean, besides making a mess in my beds, they have gone in here and literally unmulched everything I mulched. So yeah, and that's what you want them for, you know. So I think I will let them free range, but it won't be all the time. It'll be like at times like this where I need them to kill everything that's in the bed, and it's less work for me. So for now, and I did not continue mulching because they've been pushing the mulch, but what I've been doing is, so like today, I'm gonna finish the beds. Not these beds, but I'm going to finish the bed that I want for my tomatoes. And I'm going to make the other bed on that side, but the skid steer is there. But at least I gave a visual to Jesse on like how I want the beds for the tomatoes. And where I want him to keep putting mulch. So like this is the guideline that he is not to put mulch on this side. He's to put mulch on that side. And then he is to follow that line going all the way up to the shed. So technically speaking, he's going to mulch all of this. Actually. So when I come back from vacay, because don't forget, I am on vacation this week. That's why I've been able to do daily vlogs. But I do start work again next week. So I'll be able to just show you what I've been harvesting. But daily work obviously does not happen until after work. But next week, I'll go back to normal because I go back to work. But this week, we're on vacation. So tomorrow morning, we're leaving. The kids are in charge of the farm, so they are to pick my tomatoes. I know. It is very heartbroken. Because don't forget, what you do to your farm does not, you know, doesn't mean that other people do it for you. So I want to say picking tomatoes is what they're supposed to do. He's supposed to finish the mulching. He's going to build me my chicken coop. And what else? He's gonna break down this chicken coop. He's gonna bring the rabbit hut back into the barn. And what else? And I think that's it. And when he's done mulching, I'm sure all of this mulch will be gone. So that'll be another bonus. Because then I can put the coop in there, which is more of a safety. Because at least with the mulch gone, the coop there, they're covered with the trees. They have themselves sort of like a more private area. I am going to try to do... So Lexton has his other coop thing there. And what I'm going to do, I'll probably extend or run with that coop. But I got to figure out when the other coop comes in, how big is it really? Also, we gotta go check on that greenhouse because as you can see, it is not where it's supposed to be because yesterday's storm literally blew the greenhouse back and I'm hoping it's not cracked. I don't want to go over there because I'm gonna cry if it's cracked. I'm gonna see if we have some eggs and we'll be back. Alright guys, so it's too wet to do the mulching. I tried a little bit and put it right there to try to give Jesse sort of a guideline onto where he's going next with the mulch, but it's too wet, so I can't grab it. The skid steer keeps turning on the soil. So I found one of my covers for my bed, so I did put it on that one because the one in the front has tomatoes and it still has pumpkin squash on the bed. So I'm gonna just cover this one, see what happens, and then I'll see if the chickens do the rest, you know. But that's it for today. I'm going back inside. There's nothing else that I'm doing except for probably bench watching TV or reading. Nothing else to do in the garden, especially because of that rain. But hopefully, and then we're leaving tomorrow. So we're leaving the farm to Lexi and Jesse. So hopefully they'll take care of it as good as we do. So the challenge is on, people. The challenge is on. So I will see you guys in the garden, I guess, next week. But I will be showing you clips of the vacation. So let me show you one more turnaround of everything that's happening around here before I go back inside. Asparagus is doing great. All the berries are doing great. I did fertilize them a little bit more. The ginger, people, is doing awesome. It has 4 stalks now. Look, there's a 4th one popping up. So I can't wait to dig this one up. The weather here is way better for the ginger. What a brain fart. What else do I have? That's it, really. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. We are in New Orleans. I will show you a few clips. Right now I'm in the balcony. I'll show you that next. So we got here today. Yesterday we were in Mississippi. We also went to go see Elvis. That was disappointing. Mississippi, we just stayed for the night, so I don't do the whole drive. And then today in New Orleans. So enjoy the New Orleans clip. We'll be here for a couple of days, and I'll be back on Sunday, show you a tour of the garden. Hopefully it survived without me. And we'll close out this video for the week. Alright guys, enjoy. Hey guys, we just got here. Everyone is sleeping. It's very late, so I didn't get to show you the garden, but I will show you the garden starting tomorrow, and I will do a before and an after video starting tomorrow of the garden. Everyone is sleeping. It's very late. We caught traffic. But thank you for watching. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one.